Is it working now? Yes! Hey, I got it! I fixed it! Okay, I forgot my mic, but hello! Hello, wayward souls! And welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX Recruit 'em All Challenge! I am Floody Voices the Puka, and I should probably switch to the gameplay. There we go. Ah, look at that. Almost all filled in. Just need to max out that rank there. Which surely will get done. So today, just a nice casual getting some of the few remaining guys we have in here. Oh wait, there's someone we got that we didn't want. That's right, there's a seal, I think. I named him S. For see you later, I don't want you in here. Let's see, Frigid Cavern. No, it's gonna be in the water areas. Iceflow Beach, I think. Yes, there he is. One of the clients that we helped decided he was going to recruit himself, which is not acceptable here. Anyway, there we go. Hi, Cyanide! We're just going to have a nice, simple day of trying to catch some stuff, and I'm actually going to have a short stream today, I think, because I am very tired from... basically what's been going on for me is that I've been... just the other day got commissioned for like an emergency commission, so I have to get it done this week, and it's a big detailed picture. So I am very tired trying to work to get through. Oh, now they offer me a Look at this. Look at this crud. Now they offer me a Blusky with the frickin' reward when Ah! I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes they only offer you things once you've already gotten them. Need that goat noise on demand. Ah! Alright, so let's see what we have left. Oh yes! We have a chart to show, don't we? I've been forgetting that the last few times, so let's get that up. It is not showing for some reason. There we go. Haha. So here is our chart that is almost complete. We've got so many done. Removing that. All we have left, we need to get a Metapod, either from Joyous Tower or from like some sort of recruit from either a Caterpie or a Metapod fainted somewhere. We need to level up our Grovyle to become a Sceptile. We could get a Torchic from Joyous Tower or from a recruiting spot in one of the various dungeons. Same kind of dungeons, we could probably find Eevee and get multiples of those potentially to get the rest of these Eevee evolutions. A Sneasel, we can find that in the wild and buried relic, which is one of the places you can get a lot of the starters. So for fainted starters, that is. Weepinbell, I'm not sure where he would be found. We could find him fainted in the Grand Sea, or possibly somewhere else. Might be able to find a Bellsprout, but we'll find him somewhere. Then we need to find another, either Riolu or a Lucario in the mystery houses, and then we got a bunch of shinies to go hunting for. So that's what we're up to today. You can't keep tormenting me with more epic lyrics. You know I want to keep singing to that, and I got stuff I need to talk about. I got gameplay. Oh, and fighting's in a fighting orb. Oh, thank goodness. I'll get some apples too. Huzzah, 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 huzzah. I've got lots of apples, that's a good. Put some of these away. Oh, got a lot of this. Lot of this. Don't need those. Alright, another invitation. Just in case. I would like another of the faux holds. How was the Colt stream? It was fun. It was fun playing with the Kimmy. Her voice got a little worn out. She's a little tired now. And as I was saying, I'm tired too, but mostly because I have been working all night on art stuff. Detailed art that I'm still not done with. And then I had to get up early for a Kimmy stream, and now I'm streaming now, so hence why I'm going to have a short stream today. So at our normal halfway point at in 2 hours from now, I'll be ending stream early. I might be up for a full day on Friday, but I can't guarantee it, depending on how much work I've been doing and how ragged I've been running myself. So, regardless of whether I do a half day on my stream on Friday or not, it will be back to regular 4-hour streams next week. What's the commission for again? It's an emergency commission for a video that should be coming out at the end of this week, on Friday, I think. So, I can't say what it is, but I do an emergency commission for that, with the affiliate of mine, acquaintance, potentially friend. I'm not sure. What counts as a friend once you're an adult? Okay, orange berries. That's what I'm missing. I knew I was missing something. And they made them blue berries. Huzzah. Kimmy, yeah. Yeah, Kimmy's been working herself so hard. Far Off Sea has a bunch of jobs, but is there anything we need from there? OMJ, it feels like 20 years has passed since you streamed. Oh my goodness. You mean since like the hour and a half that I was streaming with Kimmy? Why it now show my 2-month subs? I don't know, Kimmy. Resubscribe 2 tiers for 2 months in a row. Yay! Thank you, Kimmy, for subscribing 2 months in a row. And that should get you a new colored soul now. Hehehe. So if you change your Twitch badges and stuff, it'll show your new little spirit orb color. Okay, let's see. Need to look at my list here. So Far Off Sea. Do we need that? It doesn't look like there's anything we need at Far Off Sea, so I might not actually need to bother with that. I wish I had jobs for Buried Relic or Silver Trench is another one that might have stuff. Buried Relic would be more ideal since that does for sure have Sneasel, and then we'd be done with that. A Sneasel can appear in mystery houses, though, in the Silver Trench. I'll go to Buried Relic. Screw it. So Buried Relic, we need to get that dang Sneasel. Yeah, there it is right there. That question mark right there, that there is a Sneasel. A Sneasel. Oh no, you got ads? Aw. I think that means because the gift sub that Kimmy gave you wore out, so if you want to avoid ads, you can subscribe to my channel and you'll be ad-free. But otherwise, the ad shouldn't come in too often. I can't remember what the amount is I set for how often those appear. Grovile will slowly accumulate level up back at the base, so we'll just leave him at the base and keep Miss Magius with us. That way we could just eat anything. 5 ads in a row! Holy cow! Oh, I'm so sorry for that! I'll double check my ad settings to see if I can lower the amount of ads. Because my goodness. does seem a bit excessive. It's supposed to do, like, maybe only 1 or 2, like, every, like maybe, like, 15 minutes or something? I'm not sure. I can't really remember. I do apologize, and I will check that. Right, okay. So I need to check here when Sneasel appears. I'll keep exploring around while bringing up my staff. Bulbapedia. Buried. Relic. Thank you, Bulbapedia, for being such a reliable source. So when does Sneasel appear? Okay, from floor 30 to 34. Okay, let's copy that number and put it down in my little notes here. There we go. That should work. Yeah, so sadly that is one side to being an affiliate is like, one, I can make money off of ad revenues, but at the same time that means you guys will see ads, so I do apologize for that, at least on Twitch. Not quite got any sort of ad revenues on YouTube, but YouTube has ads no matter what, I think. Whether they pay you or not. It's the one room we skipped. There we go. So at floor 30, we should start seeing Sneasels that we could recruit. Oh no, I think I didn't bring an escape orb, did I? Oh no. Oh no. I'm a little worried now. Do I have an escape orb? Nope! We gotta go through this whole dang dungeon. Ho! Oh, that is a dingus move right there. So, yeah. Unless we find an escape orb, we are getting through this whole dungeon. But at least there's some evolution stones at the end. So, that's nice. Weepinbell. Yay! Anyway, so besides Sneasel level 30, we can, Pokemon we can find fainted here are Eevee, or one of the starters, and we'll need 4 Eevees in total eventually. If we can't get them here, then we might have to go back to Joy's Tower and try and get some Eevees there, if we can survive long enough. And there's Bulbasaur. We're good on Bulbasaur, but let's see. Torchic is another fainted one we could find here, and Caterpie, whom we can evolve into Metapod. And if we find a mystery house, we could potentially... oh, I think this is a monster house. Let's just go around then. We could potentially find a Lucario at a mystery house. Oh, hold on. Let's get some of the Gebs. So most of those items were in the wall, thankfully. What is a monster house? At a certain point in the game, there's the chance that you can enter a room that has a lot of treasure in it. Ooh. But the downside to it is that as soon as you step into that room, a whole bunch of enemies suddenly will spawn in to attack you. Hi, Mr. Top. It's been a while. Good to see ya. So monster houses are basically high risk, high reward. And you know what? Yeah, you can come along so that we can have our nice squad up ability. Nope, 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 not what I wanted. You are out of Sucker Punch. Okay. What are you out of? Draining Kiss and Moonblast. Your 2 fairy moves. Yeah, it has been a full week since I last streamed, because our internet died Friday, so outside of my phone, I didn't have any internet I could use to stream or anything, so we had to skip Friday's Hollow Knight stream. But it should be working now. Sure, you could join. Euphoric? So sort of like content happiness, mayhaps? Hopefully you're not saying something weird like being horny or something. I don't think that's the case. Well, Silk Song seems closer than ever. Ooh! Was there news about Silk Song? Oh, spill the deets. Do we have Silk Song coming? Oh, gender dysphoric. Okay, no worries, no worries. What does gender dysphoric mean? It's mostly I'm not familiar with the word dysphoric. Kimmy, can you please translate to, this idiot, aka me, what that word means? Like, does it have to do with, like, contemplating, like, what gender you're feeling like? And we're full up on guys, so don't need you. I am curious. I am just uneducated. Oh, there's a Chingling. Huh, he's cute, but we don't need him. Yes, when it's different from your birth gender. Ah, okay. So it's like a fancy speak for being trans. Cool. Yeah, you were mentioning before when we were talking about it being Pride Month and stuff that you were trans. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry for awkwardly just moving on to just going do. I have no real experiences to add on to the topic. And there's Streamlabs going and advertising for me. That's all I allow Streamlabs to do now. The Streamlabs isn't allowed to like monitor and police because it is way too strict. Quick question, what's your favorite shiny Pokemon? Ooh, there's a lot of good options. I guess it'd have to be Hisuian Zora. That would be my favorite. It's just such a lovely color swappings. Also, Umbreon's really up there too. That used to be my favorite for a long time. Could never go wrong with, like, the really good, like, black shinies like Charizard and Greninja. Those are always real cool. Yeah, Mew's a good one. I really love the Mew ones. And apparently, I am so jealous of this that... Well, I got so many I have to juggle, Kimmy. Don't get mad. But apparently, the only way originally you could get shiny Mew was through some special event back in when Pokemon Emerald was released, and you had to be there around that time. And then they gave you an item where you could shiny hunt for... You could get, like, an event to get Mew, and you could shiny hunt the Mew there. But that since, like, impossible to do without cheating. But the reason I'm jealous is because there is apparently something that happened that I wasn't aware of, where Pokemon Go had a short event going on where they gave people the chance to get a guaranteed shiny Mew. You had to complete a challenge of catching all the Kanto Pokemon, all like the first 150 or maybe just 149. I don't know if it included legendaries or not. Which would be less than the 49, so I don't know what I was saying. But they had it where if you completed that challenge, you could get a guaranteed shiny Mew. And I only learned about this after the fact. And also, I don't play Pokemon Go, so I had no idea about this. I would have bought Pokemon Go just to get the shiny Mew. But no one told me. And I have been so jealous ever since. So yeah. Happy times. Yeah, it's always good to talk with people. Okay. Oh, so... Wait. So, I'm a little confused on what you're saying. So you're saying that you're feeling better or weren't feeling good about something? I'm a little confused. But yeah, you're always welcome to chat here. I'm an idiot. I may not understand what the heck you're saying. But, I'll certainly do my best to try and be supportive to my little follower friends. You're always welcome here. Good, safe place. Yeah, what's your guys' favorite shinies? Kimmy says Shiny Mew's her favorite. I think she's forgetting about Shiny Psyduck. Remember, that's one of her favorites. It was something I didn't need. Watching Flatty's streams make you feel very euphoric. Nice. Let's see. And you guys need some ethers? Where are you going? Where are you going, Absol? What are you missing? Heal Bell. Oh, Heal Bell's my favorite one for you, though, so let's give you that back. And we'll get you a full swipe back once we get to floor 30 and need to get a Sneasel. And it's funny, we've gotten a Weavile before we've gotten a Sneasel. Because normally, Sneasels are just spawning, at least back in my day, don't tell Shorter I said that. But in the original 8-bit version, in Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team, there wasn't Weavile, so you could just get Sneasel here as soon as you could access Buried Relic. So it only became like a restricted sort of thing associated to the statue, Weavile statue, once Weavile became a thing in this game. Notorious Healing, that might be good, so we could swap you for someone. Now let's get rid of some of you guys, because I don't like you having lazy beams that could be, Oh wait, hold on. Lonely Carrot. Well, that's not gonna help us. We're a group. We're a group unit. Yeah, and there's always gender fluid, too. If you're not sure what you're feeling and your feeling of what gender you are changes day by day, you could always just be gender fluid. Some days you're one gender, some days you're another, some days you're none. Yeah. It's all about the self-discovery. You gotta decide for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, there's always ups and downs to being, either of the probably any identifications. But yeah, definitely to like the binary ones too. Some days you just feel like a puka. Mood. Oh no, Miss Mage, yes. Aw. I'm sorry about the ads, buddy. Well, at least Jeff's not missing too much right now since it's just boring dungeon crawling. Miss Magius, why are you over there? Get back here. No more wandering. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! Any escape orbs? Monster orb, Wigglytuff. 2 Wigglytuffs. No escape. Well, I'll take any reviver seeds. Ba-doo-boo, boo, ba-doo-boo, boo, ba-doo-boo, boo, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boo, ba-da-boo, boo, ba-da-boo. Boo, ba-doo, ba-doo-boo. And let's swap you for, how about this one? I'd like to purchase these, good sir. Thank you, pleasure doing business. Achoo! Okay, they're gone now. Welcome back, Cyanide. Sorry about the ads, but, hey, at least, thanks for, getting me, like, a little bit of, like, a couple cents with each ad you watch. I'll definitely, go back and, adjust the timer for that, because I don't think it should be that often for ads. I might switch it to at least be like 20-minute breaks. I kind of mostly just went with default settings for a lot of the ad stuff because I don't know how it all works. I am not familiar with it. They got a strong foe, but we already have a shiny Ditto, so we don't really care. I don't even care. I don't even care. What are your guys' thoughts on this week and last? What do you mean? What happened? What topic are we speaking of? I'm a little confused there. Like, Switch 2 came out and Deltarune 3 and 4 came out. Oh, yeah. So I haven't watched people playing Deltarune yet. I don't have a... I don't play PC games, as I said, so I haven't... so I don't play Deltarune or Undertale, but I have watched people, so I'll need to catch up and watch some more of those. Any escape orbs? Please. Why? And Switch 2, I am very jealous of everyone else who got to get that and are playing Mario Kart World. I want to play. I want to play on the new game. But I can't. I will. So we're stuck here in the Switch era. But someday, maybe, who knows, maybe there'll be like a Black Friday sale or like a Digital Monday, I think it is, that comes after Black Friday. There's like a Digital Sale Monday thing. So might try to get a hold of a Switch 2 and Mario Kart World then. A Centric. You are not an Eevee or a Torchic. Disappointed! Oh, Deltarune is being updated, like, on the Switch and stuff, huh? I still never really felt like playing it. Undertale, that's one I could consider maybe playing, even though I know the story forwards and back. Deltarune, I don't know. I'm just not vibing with it as much. I'm still curious enough that I'll probably watch someone play sometime, but... I don't think I'll get to playing it myself. And we don't need Sentret. So look at... Keep me saying something, Yeah, think about how others react to ourselves and stuff, yeah. Oh yeah, my birthday will be in June, so that'll be fun. Did I say June or July? My birthday's in July, so that'll be fun. You's a silly Kimmy. Yeah, I just need to get adopted by a rich family, and then I'll be able to get all the Switch 2s. But I don't want to trade you. Yeah, I did say June like a dingus. July is my birthday. July 12th, to be specific. Hacha! And I'm actually, I've set that as my new current goal for my, for the story reading that I'm wanting to do. Is that I want it to be posted, possibly on my birthday or around that time. So if I don't do it by then you can all shame me for being a procrastinating loser. Oh! You are so sweet. I don't need any gifts from you, but I appreciate it. My chat may be small, but they are full of heart. You're all so sweet. Let's see. You're all good. Why are you all good? Oh no, someone's attacking my troops. You're all very sweet, thank you. Hi. Oh, a Mudkip! The right generation starter I need. Wrong starter, though. I need me a Torchic. Do-do-do-do-do. But it is promising that we're seeing so many little recruitment guys. You're just underrated, aw. Oh my god, you guys are gonna make me blush. I'm really not good with getting genuine compliments. Like, go back to teasing me and bullying me. I'm okay with that. Oh boy. Oy vey. Aw, cute little Mudkip. I often use Mudkip as a potential starter in Mystery Dungeon, especially in Explorers of Sky. I always play as like a Ryolu with a Magikarp, fuck. My brain is not working today. It's never working. With a Mudkip partner. That's always my go-to for Explorers of Sky. And if they make an XD version, that's definitely what I'm gonna do for my playthrough of that. What the heck are you talking about? What the heck is this? I like the moment when the power went out and Body hit that like cute high voice that make me laugh inside. Oh my god, are you having a stroke? I'm a little concerned for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my god! I didn't know we could get him here! We need a Weepinbell! Yes! Progress, folks! We're making progress! The blackout, okay. Yeah, and apparently it was just the breaker, hence why I somehow still had internet. But yeah, that It did just go dark in my room. It was so scary. Like, I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I had a panic attack. That's a Ghost Stories reference. Like, were you having a panic attack? Yes. We got Weepinbell. And it'll stop you. Oh, week before last, Kimmy, I was playing Hollow Knight, and there was the power, it wasn't a blackout, but it was the break. You were playing with it. Oh, I'll have it for the record, guys, that it was Kimmy who caused it. She was playing with electronics and stuff while I was streaming, and she made the power go out. She made the blackout happen. But then again, she did fix it, and that's why I was able to resume. Hi. But yeah, if you want to blame someone, blame Kimmy. She did this. Oh, right, damn. That's all she has. That's all the guilty party has to say. By ghost story, you mean like, that the funny anime? Yeah, the English dub of Ghost Stories, that is, for those of you not familiar with Ghost Stories. The original Japanese anime, just a cute, fun little, like, scary adventures of, middle school kids, like, fighting different, Japanese ghosts and stuff. And the English dub, they got free reign, a pretty free reign, and just had a couple rules to follow, and they turned it basically into a full-length, abridged series. So that kind of humor, keeping up with the story and everything, but with the full episode lengths. And it is, if you can handle crude, outdated humor, it's pretty funny. But let's see. We'll save those for now. What am I out of? Shadow Bowl. I need Shadow Bowl. No! I wasted it! Ow! I drank it on something that was full of... Hey. The Ghost Story anime made 4 million worldwide. Oh my god. And again, for people who may not be familiar, the reason why the English dub team was allowed so much free reign on the show was because it had like failed in, or like it didn't do too well in Japan, because like the whole occult supernatural ghost trend had was dying out by then, so the show wasn't doing too well. But as a comedy, it did really well with the English dub stuff. Oh my goodness, my nose is getting stuffy. Yeah, it's great to watch them both. It's especially funny if you watch the fun, the cute, innocent Japanese dub first, and seeing like how like genuine it is and everything, because it is a cute little anime. Very nostalgic too, despite having never watched it growing up. It definitely feels like one of those animes I would have watched as a kid, like Inuyasha or something. But then going and watching the very adult-rated version later on is just like, oh my god. Oh, that's why our stuff is recharged. It's after every one of those rooms. Ah. Where we fought the Reggies. That's why there's those random rooms. My own mother, drunk old lady gamer there, saying, Flatty, do the retard part. Oh yeah, in the English dub, the youngest brother, Kechiro, They, like, canonically make him, like, mentally disabled and stuff, or at least treat him like such, and a lot of time he'll just go like, it just makes that noise. And, like, he won't even speak. He'll just make noises. Or just little, like, cries of distress. Anyway, that's also the voice I give my dog Paya, because she's not the brightest. I love her. She's very sweet, but she's not that smart. And she also gets very frightened easily, so we just do the voice for her, going like, whenever she's, like, freaking out from, like, a balloon or something. I do apologize, my nose is getting stuffy, but hey, I finally was talking to ENT and got to talk to a surgeon and crud, and finally they're gonna, take me in to go, have a surgery to, like, cut down, like, the termites inside my nose that are plugging it up. So, he warned that it might not add, like, too much relief, but it should do, like, 20 or 30%, which is better than right now. I'll try to remember to post a picture of Paya later. She's a white Shiba Inu, or cream-colored, as it were. Alright, now we can... Oh, there's a Trico. We already got all the Tricos we need, but, let's see. Let's give you an empowerment seed, Beldona. Whoa, you're way ahead of my current and past runs. Hee. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. I'm getting along there. I've gone into every dungeon, and I beat both Purity Forest and Wish Cave. Okay, we don't need him. And I'm doing good on the recruitment thing. We only have a few stragglers to get. Mostly shinies, but there are a few non-shinies we need to get. One of which is the Weepinbell currently in our party, so that's nice. Just because we have it on top of that. Also, hi. Hi. Hee. Oh. JT, Dovakin, Otafita Sparin. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated, my friend. Yay. Let's see, so... In case you're not caught up with what we're doing, we are doing a recruit-em-all challenge, so I'll show the chart real quick. We have a chart here of all the Pokemon in the game, and I'm trying to recruit them all. Everything in color is what I currently have, and everything not in color is what we have left to get. And so our goal is to get this entirely colored in. We got every form of the unknowns, we got pretty much all of the legendaries, aside from one shiny one. So we just need to get a bunch of shinies and a couple of the straggler guys, a few of which we can find here fainted in Buried Relic. We also need to get a Sneasel that can spawn in here. And speaking of, it's floor 30, so it should start appearing. Ad break! Indeed. Hehehe. No, I don't need you, Mr. Mime. Ooh. Yeah, we got two Shiba Inus. Akiko's the older one. She's a tricolor. She's got black, white, and a little bit of orange. Very, very little orange. But some. And then Paya's the younger one. Though she's already turned 8 this year. Yeah, Akiko's very senior. She's actually gotten so old she lost her hearing. The poor thing. So we have to use what we call doggy sign language. So instead of being able to call for her to come and stuff, we have to make sure we're in her line of sight and then wave beckoningly to have her come over. And then because she's realized she's deaf too, so she's like, okay, and complies more than she used to. She's a sweet old thing. Well, we got several floors to try and find Sneasels. Speaking of. You are going to that. And you must Magus. Hold down the fort here. Okay. Now I can go through here. Push you. Okay. Now everyone's trapped in there. I do have an inviting orb. You're awake. Now full swipe. Huzzah! Easy peasy lemon squizzy. Da 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 da. And we'll see you off just cause. Wait, hold on. Defensive rhythm. Strike back. Oh, we'll get rid of you then. I like me my rare qualities. And let's get everyone going together again. Alright. That is 2 Pokemon acquired. So the rest now will be either Eevees that we could find fainted, a Torchic we could find fainted, a Caterpie we could find fainted, or a Riolu or Lucario in a mystery house. Those are the remaining guys we are hoping to find here. And that or an escape orb, because I forgot to bring an escape orb, and we don't have any jobs here, so no easy ways out. I have to go through this whole place. Breaking news, the psychic population has declined by half in the span of 50 minutes. I'm not sure if that's a reference or not, but that made me chuckle. Oh, and as you can see here, hold on. Even though, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team, and by extension, Rescue Team DX, doesn't have genders on your Pokemon, there will randomly spawn in Pokemon with, different, gender traits. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a female from the way, from the angle it was at. My apologies. But you can get the specific gender difference between the Pikachus and the Eevees that you start with, depending on if you appear as a boy or choose to play as boy or girl. Yeah. Sure, we'll take a second one just in case something happens to one. Do-do-do-do-do. I told you about the mountain, fissure, maybe? Oh, the mountain fissure. Oh, yeah, your dog. I remember now. But I also have a chocolate lab and a German shepherd. Ah, kawaii. Oh, it's another Weepinbell. We're good on Weepinbell. We got this sucker here. Well, then again, I suppose it might be safer to have a backup just in case. No, but I need apples if I'm gonna be stuck in here. Yeah, we'll just keep him alive. All dogs that would love my pond, indeed. Thankfully, our Shibas are a little more finicky and not as fond of water, so... What would be... No, not finicky. What's the word? Go on without giving an apple, yes. I can't remember the dang word, but, Shibas like to be clean and everything, and they're not fond of water. They're often considered, the cats of the dog world, funny enough. Even though they're more closely related to, like, dogs and... I mean, to, wolves and more ancient breeds than most other breeds, apparently. Yeah, Shibas and Akitas, both Japanese dogs, are one of the few remaining, like, ancient breeds, and apparently. It's really cool. I'm not sure if they mean just Akitas or if it was Shiba Inus, but, apparently Shiba Inus were bred to, hunt bears. That's right, big old bears. The Shibas are tiny. But the thing is that the Shiba didn't have to kill and take down the bear. What the Shibas were trained to do is that they would latch onto the bear's snout and distract the bear while the hunter shot at the bear. And they would not let go no matter how much the bear would freak out and stuff. They're little warrior badasses. I love them. One of them, the older one, Akiko, she knows that she is descended from mighty warriors and wears that proudly. Paya thinks that a sneeze can kill her. They have very different personalities, and it is quite humorous. It makes for comedic moments in our household. Especially when I like voicing the animals too, and like improvising. It gives me good improvising practice for what the animals might be saying and stuff. I actually got that habit from Kimmy, because long ago she did some voices for our animals that we had back then. Man, that was like, I remember we had a Dalmatian named Tuesday. And Kimmy did, like, a voice for her, like, begging and pleading for, like, a hot dog that we had. And it made me die laughing.
Yeah, so Paya will sound a little more like this, a little more timid, but she still loves you, and she also is possibly an alien studying human life.
And then Akiko's a little more serious like this. A little more laid back nowadays, but she's a more hearted warrior. Those are the doggy voices. And don't worry, the cats all have their own unique voices too. Aww, Kiko.
Give us the cats.
Yeah, they're my cats. Let's see, Haru used to have a sweeter voice because she was a little kitten when we got her and a little orphan and stuff. Oh, snap. They're attacking each other. Do the cat voices. So,
Haru's gotten a little more bitchy because she's always trying to kill the other cat, and she's very jealous of her.
So I give Haru a more jealous voice, and then she has a sister, adoptive sister, named Yuki. Because she's all white colored.
And she's a little more playful. Like, hey, what you doing? Watch this.
And also we still have her mom, so she's always like, Mom, notice me. Look at me. Look what I'm doing, Mom.
Do you love me, Mom?
She's always trying to win her mom's love, and her mom is still, like, trying to keep her away. She's like, no, I weaned you years ago. And she's like, I don't want milk. I just want your love. And she's like, go away. Anyway, that mother actually doesn't speak like that normally, voice-wise. I don't really talk for Ocarina too much. Ocarina is her mother. But I guess if she has a voice, it's gonna sound a little more like this. More refined, more untolerating of others. And we got another one, Khaleesi. She's a little bit of a nervous wreck from I don't know what, but I guess she's decided that she's had a traumatic lifetime with us, and I'm not sure why. But I swear, we're nice to our animals, not like how I am to my Pokemon here, no. Way nicer to the animals. But just over the years, she's got a little more jumpy, maybe from, like, some of the cats fighting and stuff over the years. But she's super loving and affectionate. She can be just a bit jumpy. I don't really have a voice for Khaleesi. Let's see. And then there's Sophie. Meh. Yeah, we'll kind of base it off, like, whatever sound they're actually making and stuff. So yeah, there's Sophie. She's the newest one that Haru's always jealous of and trying to kill. But she's a really sweet rescue that we literally picked up off the street. And she is a good girl. And she is the most loving, most grateful thing. Seriously, if you get the choice between breeder animals and rescue animals, just for the love alone, go for the rescue. Because one, they need to be rescued, and two, they're gonna have a lot more love than animals that have been, like, bred and spoiled their whole lives. Then again, there are sadly a lot of breeders who give, like, their like a very poor living conditions for their animals and just give themselves a lot of money on their animal suffering, and that sucks. I don't appreciate that. So if you do go to a breeder, make sure it's a good one who actually takes care of their animals and doesn't throw them into 2x2 cages their whole lives and crud. Those are nasty. But yeah, rescues, they're always super sweet and nice. They always are so grateful and loving. Even if it takes a while for them to warm up, they're always just so grateful. That little Sophie is the most loving cat we've ever had. Well, besides Charlie, I suppose, but Charlie was a ragdoll we had years ago, a Flame Point Siamese, but he was like, he's mostly just lazy, was what it was. But he did purr anytime you come to visit him and pet him, but he didn't really actively seek you out. Sophie, however, does. She seeks you out and is like, give me love! I want love! And she'll, like, just lay down and, like, she'll trade between us. She doesn't have a favorite. Normally cats, sorry for the tangent, but normally cats have, like, a favorite human and will pick a human and like because we've done a lot of animal rescues and stuff, and fostering and stuff over the years, and there's been, plenty of, like, cats and stuff that we've gotten, and, like, a couple will buy them, like, because one person really, or, like, adopt out, because one person really wanted them, and then the cat ends up bonding with another person in the family that didn't want them, just because they decide, you're my human now. We're having soft tacos later. I'm confused by that. Oh no, what part? I was rambling a bit much, so it's understandable, whatever it was. And eat an apple. Check response time. Oh, because Cyanide was asking, I wonder how bad the delay is, and then Kimmy said, check response time. Okay, so I guess she just means, type something out and see how long it takes for me to see that you typed it. Like, if I keep an eye on chat and see as soon as you type something, how long ago since you, posted it, did I see it and, the video responds to it. YOLO. There we go. I see it say YOLO. As soon as it popped up. So, you can measure from there. Kimmy says YOLO as well. Oh, I do apologize for my nose. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to, hopefully soon, getting an actual scheduled date for surgery to thin out the skin inside my nose. Not a nose job changing the outside or anything. I like my nose. one part of my body I've never felt bad about, appearance-wise. But I do want to get the airway cleared out, because especially when I'm doing streaming, I need to be able to talk a long time without my nose clogging up, and it sucks. So I am so happy. I did get a similar kind of surgery like a decade ago before, because they can only like thin down the terminates, the skin inside the nose. There used to be a thing where they would have, like in the old days, surgeries to completely remove the terminates so that they don't grow back. However, I asked this time why it is, because I had one not a very reputable ENT doctor say that he was willing to try and remove them permanently, but then he left and there were a lot of complaints with him and stuff, and then the other ENTs I've told since then are like, yo, word, people haven't done that since like the 1900s or 1800s. Yeah, 1900s. So I'm like, really? And so the actual surgeon I spoke to last week, I think. Yeah, last week. So I asked him about that and like what the actual like reasoning for that is and why they don't do that anymore. And he nicely explained to me that the reason why is that it does oh, there's a bell sprout, but I already got Weepinbell. The reason they don't is that even though it gets rid of the terminates, there's something about the terminates that sense when air is passing through your nose. So when you get rid of your terminates, you don't feel the air going through your nose, and so people complain about it feeling like air is stuck in their nose. So it does more harm than it does good. So that's why they don't get rid of terminates anymore. This is a special attack. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. God damn, my nose is all so stuffed up. I hate this. Makes me sound so unprofessional. And Sneasel, get back. Here we got a Mega Heracross. And there goes Mega Heracross. We actually don't need anyone else now, because we got the 2 Sneasels. So we don't need any more squad up. In fact, there might not be any more. Well, I guess outside of Joyous, possibly going to Joyous Tower. Maybe next time I go to Joyous Tower, I'll try going with Sylveon here. Was that a full beat? I don't think a full beat. I used to have frequent nosebleeds. Ah. Yeah, surprisingly, I only ever had one nosebleed in my lifetime, and that was from my nose, literally from my head being sandwiched between 2 adults on some river rapids. I was in the middle for safety reasons, of course. And, yeah, when we hit a rapid, I was a little kid, and the 2 adults around me, just, like, the force of the rapids sandwiched me, like, slammed them against me, and it, and it fucked up my nose. And I was, like, my nose was bleeding and everything, and ever since then, my, I guess the middle part of my nose, I can't remember what that, the septum, that's what it's called. Yeah, the cartilage in the middle of your nose, that's been all, like, wavy ever since then. I've never let Kimmy live that down, because she was one of those adults. And she would keep denying, like, no, your thing isn't wonky. I'm like, it's wonky. And then later I went to an ENT, and they're like, yeah, it's wonky. I'm like, I told you it was wonky. Nothing that really affects the breathing, but, but it's still there, and I just was happy to prove that I was right, that I wasn't crazy. And it's only in one nostril. Oh, the nosebleeds. I didn't know. That's interesting. I didn't know that that was even a thing to consider, that nosebleeds might only come from one nostril. I have learned something today. You have gifted me wisdom this day. Rejoice! I am wiser today than I was yesterday.
Did I sound all fancy and smart?
Philosophical, mayhaps. Oh, that's a joke that I'll probably get into, like, sometime when, like, playing more Zelda games in the future. Is that there's this inside joke I have with Kimmy about, me, like, going, like, all, like, sage-like and going, like, talking about game lore and stuff, going, some believe. Because, Kimmy was talking about, like, a Zelda theory thing about, like, the Shade from Twilight Princess. About the Shade and, like, who the Shade is and stuff. And I think she actually guessed correctly that it was maybe like a hero from the past, which indeed the Shade is actually a Link from Ocarina of Time, fun fact. And so she was curious about that, because it doesn't say really in the game, but hints to it, in Twilight Princess at least. And so she was playing, when I was first teaching her to play games even, she was questioning that, and I've been all over those theories and stuff, so I suddenly, like, changed from being just silly little kid to suddenly being like, some believe. And, like, I'm like, oh, some believe that he is the hero of time and stuff, and, like, was rambling about all that, and she was like, oh, and she thought, she tells me that it was, like, so magical how I suddenly changed to, like, this knowledgeable person. So that's our joke now of, like, whenever, like, I'm getting excited about lore or something, it'll be like, some believe. Or, like, if there's a theory, be like, ah, some believe. So that's a thingy of mine. Hehe. And also, even though I don't have the time to, drop, the emojis right now, I do have ideas for little emotes for you guys, for both followers and subscribers. So I'll once I have the time and I'm done with the current art commissions and stuff, I'll get to work on those so you guys can have little emotes. Because I need you guys to be able to express yourself, because what's the fun of subscribing and stuff to me if you're not going to have emotes to play with? And like I said, there's free ones too that will be available to followers in general. Yeah, the idea I'm thinking of going with is like just kind of like a... I don't have a picture on here. Do I have a thingy? Let me check. No. Oh, wait, there's a little bit of like my name here. Hold on. So I want to show you real quick. So, where is my... Okay. So on my logo up there with the, with my, brand and stuff, I've stretched it out real big here. Okay, so you see, like, the little spirit orbs here? I'm basically gonna make one of those, like, for you guys. Like, that'll be, the symbol for chat to use. And what you'll be, I'll give, like, little cute little glowy eyes and a little mouth to emote and stuff. And let's fix that, okay. So a little spirit orb like that is what you guys will be getting for emotes. So hopefully in like another week or two, I'll be able to get that done for you guys. Kimmy says she stopped to stare at me like a mystic from the east about the bestow great wisdom. Oh god, my nose. Hi. I just want to breathe. And the problem is that whatever terminate issues I got going on in my nose, it doesn't look severe to most ENT people, but I'm like, bro, it keeps clogging up every time I try talking and stuff, and so they're like, okay, we'll see what happens. The one time I did get like the terminates thinned down by one ENT, after he came out, he was like, oh my god, I got a lot more out than I thought I was going to. And I'm like, oh yay. And I could tell I could breathe fine, but they've grown back since then. So hopefully I'll get that same relief. To be able to breathe. Yay. Glad you guys are excited about the emotes. Hee. That is the fun thing about being an artiste myself, is that I can do free work for myself. Oh, and fun fact, for new folks, I made this PNG tuber myself. Yeah, this little puka here, I am a puka from Celtic folklore, little shapeshifter and such. I need to make more for taking on different animal forms and stuff, but I drew this myself. You can find me on DeviantArt, also as Flatty Voices, but I mostly do pony art stuff on there, My Little Pony stuff, because that's where I've gotten a lot of like my work and stuff for art commissions and voice acting stuff. But I'll try to post on Blusky some more of my my puka art and stuff. Like maybe a proper reference for my character PNG tuber stuff.
Don't attack my little friends.
So yeah, I'll get... So a nice, cute, simple design should be good for emotes. And it'll be a nice color to contrast from the black backgrounds, because my little puka being black isn't gonna stand out too well in on everyone's like Dark Knight mode. Speaking of My Little Pony and My Little Pony horror? Is the W for horror? I'm not sure. To be in an exact the second episode of Project Night Out has been kind of weighing me down. Ooh. Yeah, the problem with like stories and stuff is figuring out how you want to tell it. That is a big thing with those. So I do wish you luck in figuring out. You could always just play around and try out different stuff and see, like, try one thing, and if it didn't work out, you can always just switch to something else. You could always just play around and, like, just experiment with what does and doesn't work. That's the only way you're going to be able to learn what you want to do. And he ain't got nothing I want. Horror. It changed horror to horror? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. My Little Pony, you're nothing but a whore. I'm not sure what it is that's a reference of, but I heard someone say it and said it was a reference like, Stacy in 8 and 2B, you're nothing but a whore. It's pretty funny. Do 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 do. Shittaboo. Yeah. Actually, I probably should have just saved that for a max elixir, because everything else is low. Voice to text. Yep. Ooh, I want to talk about scary horror stories. Scary horror stories. No! Siri, no! Siri, yes. Being Southern is both a blessing and a curse. Oh, poor little Applejack. Autocorrect is hilarious sometimes. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, there's this one funny skit. I can't remember what it was called, but it might have been... It's either was a Saturday Night Live skit or was just Saturday Night Live-like. But it was something funny. I don't think it was Saturday Night Live, but it was some funny TV skit like that where it's like takes place in Ireland or Scotland. Yeah, it takes place in like yeah, it takes place in Scotland. They go into an elevator and they're like, "Where are the buttons?" And it's like, "Oh, it's voice automated. You tell them a number, sis." And it's like, why we got voice automated? And they explain the problem that like. That voice detect doesn't do Scottish accents, and and they keep trying to get to floor 11, And the voice is trying to listen for like an English or American accent 11. And they keep saying 11. Because that's how you say it in Scotland. So they're like, 11! 11! And she's like, sorry, I cannot understand you. You. And they just get increasingly more and more frustrated because they're stuck in there and can't open the door without like automated voice stuff. And they even try to open the door and she won't do it. And they finally get into like a whole like Braveheart like freedom, like cheering, like trying to escape. And then the elevator door opens to a couple other co-workers kind of just staring at them like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, you going up? It's really good. They do. I didn't explain it too well, but it's really good. Sure, we can use a food finder. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, if you look up like a Scottish elevator 11, you could probably find it. It's a real funny. Do, 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 do. My explanation was just right. So, now in our household, most of the time we don't say 11, we say 11. We make sure to say it right. 11! 11! I'm sorry, and I think they called like the automated voice lady like listen here, you American bitch, or something like that. It was just a little computer. It's so funny. My goodness, I'm cracking myself up just from remembering silly little videos. Like. Yeah, well, Poison, thank you. You guys are always so nice to me. I don't know why you tolerate me, but it is appreciated. I must be doing something right.
Yay. Na 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 na.
I so would love to find an escape orb and leave, because I am struggling to breathe. I want to leave because I can't breathe. I have an Alexa that I like to screw around with. Alexa, share Pony Cyanide's address. I'm kidding. Oh, I do love teasing you guys. Why did I come here without an escape orb? Why? OMG, it actually responded! Nice! Alexa, order Taco Bell! Okay, I'll stop. I won't talk to your computer anymore. We'll eat it only for it to be wasted. Because we're going next one. Sorry for teasing you, Cyanide. I couldn't resist. We Pookas love pranking humans. It's a thing. It's why it works for my little, like, PNG tuber Sona, whatever you call it. I may be nice overall, but my goodness, my default is to cause mayhem. I'm not sure how I can help you with that. You can suck this big fat chode. Oh, I've turned silly. I have turned silly now, folks. That's how tired I am. I don't get drunk, I don't drink or do drugs. I just get tired. I have insomnia, and I get very silly when I'm awake for too long. Also, ad break. I'd break.
Huzzah. Hehehe. Boo doo boo boo.
And let's see, there's an enemy coming from across the way. Let's cut him off at the pass.
Huzzah.
Threat extinguished. Moving on.
Oh, you Charmander.
Not the fire starter we need, though. We need a Torchic and some EVs. We've not seen a single EV. And I do always lament being in Silver Trench and seeing an EV that we so desperately needed, only to realize that sadly... Sorry, calculating. That sadly we had no apples to give the EV, so we could not recruit it, and were forced to leave it behind. Now I think that Eevee could have joined us. He could have been someone. I could have been done with this thing. But alas, our Recruit 'em All challenge continues. What did you say, Flatty? Well, Siri said... Are you talking about what Siri said? It's like... Siri said, I'm not sure how I can help you with that. It's like, then turn... Or no, yours is Alexa. And then turn to your computer and say, you can suck this chode. Oh no. Oh, please be careful. I've got valuable Pokemon I can't have dying on me. And yes, I am indeed female. Always been female. But I do love joking about making people suck my metaphorical chode, my gaming chode. This is where you would suck my chode, if I had one! Oh my god, I need to stop. I have grown too silly. Too silly this evening. Okay, we are gonna go to Monster House because there could be an escape orb in there. Honestly, I don't care if you mess with it. I don't want to cause too much trouble, though. Full hold orb, full hold orb, full hold orb. Hold all the foes, hold the foes, hold all of the foes, and then kill them one by one. La da 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 do 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 do. Oh no, he summoned a sandstorm. Gooey. Contact high from that drunk mother of yours. You haven't even drank anything today, woman. How can you call yourself the drunk old lady gamer if you're not even drinking? Never too silly. Perhaps a little carried away. A little carry away. Does that mean I'm gonna have a bucket of blood dumped on me? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Do 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 do. She's drinking water. What do you drink anyway? Kimmy likes a variety of drinks. Her favorite tends to be sake, that I know. She's also been enjoying like a mix of like Kahlua and like milk and something else. I'm not sure what. Uh-oh. Who find it? Yep, save the Sneasel. I personally do not drink, just because I am a picky eater and I do not like the smell of alcohol. It hurts my nose. And if I don't like the smell, I am not going to eat it. I am autistic. You can't make me! You can't! I won't do it. I have gotten a lot better at eating a variety of foods now that I'm older. So I'm happy with that. It's all money, it's not I want escape orbs.
La da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Alexa, tell me a funny joke. There you go. Ask Alexa for a joke. They're all gonna laugh at you. How'd you know? She's on to us. Indeed. I know the ways of the bullies. I have been prepared my whole life. All my school years I've always been bullied. And even since then, there's always been someone trying to bring me down, but that just means I am prepared. They made me stronger than they could possibly imagine.
Diddle-diddy, bee-da-boo, bee-da-boo.
Yeah, it was not easy being bullied a lot as a kid. That's the funny thing about having autism and having no idea. Everyone else thinks you're a weirdo. And also, when you're too shy to speak up against people, they think you're an easy target. Do not be an easy target. Learn some karate and kick their butts. You may get in trouble with adults, but they won't fuck with you anymore. I never learned that, so I got bullied. But you can avoid it. You at home can bully your bullies before they bully you. No, don't do that. Never start a... That is the one big law of the world is... don't start fights, but make sure you can finish them. That is how you get by in life. Live by that, and you should be fairly okay.
Bee-da-boo,
If you were to learn anything from me, my dear chat, it is do not start fights, but finish them. Finish him. Indeed.
bee-da-boo-da-boo. Ita-ba.
Why did the chief chase the chicken away? There were too many clucks in the chicken. Tell Alexa that was weak as shit. How do you avoid getting your kebab stolen? I don't know. How do you avoid getting your kebab stolen? Do you skewer your enemies? The bob and weave. Ah! 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 That one's a good one. Okay. I don't know if that was you or Alexa, but that is a good one. Much better than the last joke.
Yeah. Boo-boo-boo-da-boo.
So I got about a half hour now to either complete going through Buried Relic or find a dang escape orb so I can leave.
Food. Food.
I told him he was weak as shit and he responded with another joke. Nice. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. I've heard that one before. Nice. Oh, hey, here's one I just thought of. Where do you lock up a naughty skeleton? in a rib cage. But and we actually don't need any more meows. We're good on that.
Ba-da-boo, ba-da-boo, ba-da-ba-da-boo.
Seriously, the Sneasels at that angle look like they're female. Like that, but then you have them turn around and you can actually see a little more of the ear. Yeah, then it looks male that way. Huh, I guess even Sneasels can be gender fluid. They just gotta stretch and shrink their ear length. What was the skeleton's favorite music instrument? The trombone? Yep, everyone got it. Everyone got it. Step up your game, Kimmy. I only tease her because she's my mother, who torments me day in and day out. I take care of her health, and she makes sure no day is boring. She is a fun one. If you like my humor, you'll probably enjoy Kimmy's too. She's Drunk Old Lady Gamer over on Twitch and Drunk Old Lady Gaming over on YouTube. We were just playing Cult of the Lamb earlier together. We've been doing co-ops, and we'll be doing more every Friday at 12 Pacific Daylight Time. Ah, my nose. Flatty, you don't want to get copyrighted. Why? What's the worst that they could... I'm not really gone. They can't hold me down. Kimmy, how could you? I do love those kind of jokes when streamers are like go to say or do something that would get them banned, and then suddenly just cut to the stream being off and canceled. Oh, those are good ones. Perfect execution. I am glad. I had a feeling he was going to want to join because it lingered too long, instead of letting me move along. Alright, fine. You don't want to step closer? I'll throw shit at you. Wapow! I may not have a chode, but you gotta certainly suck on this iron thorn. Shove it down your throat. I can also be a little bit hostile to my video game enemies. And yes, maybe my real life enemies too, but I try to be a little more formal in appearance. With video games, all gloves come off. Because they're not real. I can be as mean as I want. Little friend, stop trying to fight the enemies. You are not strong enough. I worry you will die. I don't need you, but thanks for your interest.
And I boop you. Onward we go.
Okay, well, we might actually get to the end of this dungeon. That will mean a lot more evolution stones to help us with the EVs. Don't need that. But I would like it. Either. Oh, my attacks. I'm out of everything. Oh, I'm using struggle then. My goodness. That's not good. Those thorns hurt the Pokemon. Then again, so do your attacks. That's true. That is true. Do 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 do. Jingling, not what I need. Dick, can I get just one Eevee, please? Just one. One single Eevee.
Num.
No, I don't want the jingling one. Moving on.
Yay. Hey.
Yeah, so after this, there's a good chance I will take a nap, and then when I wake up, get back to working on our commissions. Hoy vey. Huh. It's just the problem that, while, like, the background isn't even the problem, there's just a lot of characters in the artwork. And the thing is, there's, like, twice as many characters because I chose there to be. There was only, like, a certain amount I had to have in there, and I added more just because. Just because I felt like it, and it made so much more work. But it looks good. But it's so much work. I don't know why I do these things to myself. Because I am an artiste before I am a business person. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, sweet Arceus. Let's just do a faux hold. Alright, everyone, we're just gonna walk past these guys. Actually, they're free kills, and I need to level up that, Grovile into Sceptile, so, yeah, let's just kill these guys, one by one. Free. Just like a genocide route with, when, Kara's, like, Kara's description for Monster Kid, free EXP.
Hatapua, pua. Hapua.
Hyperforce! Actually, that would be good for your traps.
Too many Pokemons.
I'll get rid of you. Later, Tyrogue.
Acha. Hehe. Bats! So many bats!
Indeed. I actually really like bats. They're one of my favorite animals. And they were certainly my favorite as a child growing up. Kimmy was really nice about teaching me, like, what bats were and stuff. So instead of thinking, oh my god, it's like this scary, gross thing, she always taught me to, like, love animals and stuff. I grew up with, like, watching Animal Planet all the time and stuff, but the way she introduced bats and explained what they were was because she taught us to like mice and think they were cute because we'd see them in pet stores and stuff and think, oh, they're cute. So she taught us about bats and saying they're just mice with wings. And it's like, oh, cute. So when we saw them, it was freaking cute. So I've always appreciated that for Gabe. Thank you, Kimmy, for teaching me to like bats. And a lot of other animals, too.
Yeah.
Oh no, there was an ad with bad timing. Oh no, well... Oh my goodness. Oh. It's an angry puppy. But it sounds like Paya. I'm guessing there must be like a truck like delivering mail for someone. Maybe us. Well, probably a neighbor though. But my goodness, the barking startled me. Little woofer. Little subwoofer. Eat this. And then we go to the next floor and look for more guys to adopt. Yay. Oh yeah, so yeah, schedules for streamings and stuff. So after Mystery Dungeon and or Hollow Knight. I think maybe I might do a single stream or two where I have Kimmy join me for playing just Shapes and Beats, because that's a really fun game. And, you know, before I have to deal with, like, any potential copyright issues with all the lovely music in it. All music you can find online and stuff, but from, like, a different little, like, I don't know what word. People get offended if you say the wrong word, but different kind of technology little musics. What is this? No, I want to swap it.
Swoop it!
So yeah, we want to play just Shapes and Beats, and then afterwards we'll go to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity as like a little gearing up for the Hyrule Warriors Imprisonment War, or Age of Imprisonment. And then, of course, like I said before, whenever Legend CA comes out, I'll be playing that. So yeah, just Shapes and Beats might be in the near future. Nah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stars. La 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 la.
What the heck are you? You're a Sandshrew. From over here, it almost looks like it was a shiny Chikorita, like the tail was its leaf or something. No, it's his butt. It's a little Sandshrew butt. Yeah, and Kimmy said she might do some more shiny hunting on streams and stuff, because I really want to see you guys to see more of like her crazy shiny luck. You've seen some of you might have seen already some of her weird shiny luck. I'm no longer surprised when she tells me that she has found a shiny. It's more like just an annoyed, like, oh my god, are you serious sort of thing. I spend hours and days and weeks and months hunting for shinies my whole life. And here this old lady who birthed me and isn't as familiar with Pokemon and struggles with the basics can just find them left and right and be like, hey, is it supposed to be this color? And I'm like, nope, that's a shiny. And she's like, oh, yay. I'm like, god damn you. And I do play up being jealous of her and being like, oh my god, why do you always get the shinies? She's always milking it and loving it too. She's like, haha. It is pretty fun. I'm actually really proud of her for having such crazy shiny luck. It's insane.
Let's throw a spiky. Huzzah!
So, we might be able to sometime convince Kimmy to do some more shiny hunting on stream, and she'd be able to show you all of her crazy shinies. She's got, I kid you not, she's got like 3 Pokemon PC boxes full of shinies. Some of them have been traded with me, of shinies like I've caught, but those shinies were traded for other shinies. So it doesn't shrink at all the amount of shinies she has gotten in this game alone, in Pokemon Violet. And she also learned to transport a few of her Legends Arceus shinies over to there as well. So she's got a shiny Zora I'm so jealous of. Well, she got apologetic after you said that you wouldn't help her out with stuff anymore. Wasn't it one time? I'm afraid I didn't understand the question. Or the reference. The sentence was a little broken for my little brain. There was one time we all were joking around on stream, and then she came in and apologized. Oh yeah, because she was gonna because she was like saying she was like disowning me. I'm like, well, fine, I'm not doing chores for you anymore. No more heavy lifting. And that's when she came in and was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, you better be. If you want me to do physical labor for you, you gotta not disown me in the public. You only disowned me in private. That was funny, though. And I did tell you guys, I'm like, watch how quickly she changes her tune as soon as, like, a work is threatened. Then she immediately came in and was like, I'm sorry. We do normally joke about that sort of thing, new peoples. So don't you worry. It is just my family's sense of humor. We tease because we love. And we love to tease. Floor 79. Alright, we got like 20 floors to go and... oh boy, like 10 minutes. Okay, stream might be a little long if, either I'll have to save in the middle of this dungeon, or we'll just, keep going until we're done, since normally I would stream for 4 hours, but I am just way burnt out. I'd love to just have an escape orb. Aw. You don't have to, but that'd be really appreciated if you do. If you do end up doing that. You're very sweet. I haven't decided yet if I want to stream on my birthday or not. I might. I don't think it falls on a, on one of my streaming days, though. I think I checked that. Oh, I am now. Oh, no. I am being threatened with love. Help. Oh, my goodness. You know what? That's why we have a second Sneasel. For in case one fell behind and decided to fight the enemy that I tell him not to. Yeah, well then I'll definitely have to stream on my birthday, or at least the next stream on my birthday, go over any potential fan art on my birthday. That'd be fun. Wouldn't that be a fun tradition to be able to like do like a little fan art segment each year on my birthday? God, that would be awesome. And I'm just fantasizing here, like, you know, big grandiose dreams. Everyone has those. No help here. You're good, you're good. I'm gonna be 30 on July 12th. Yeah, I'll be officially a 30-year-old. It is so strange to me. You know, I thought I'd have my life together by then. Oh. They knocked off my awaken thing. But I suppose I do have my life a bit more together now than I have in, like, the past few decades. I will have been alive for 3 decades, people. Oh, same age! Nice! Hehehe. Thank you. Yeah, it reminds me of a really nice line from season 2 of Nightmare Time. That growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. And I love that line. Because you can still love... And this was from, like, a guy who owns a toy store and loves all the old, like, toy collectibles and stuff. Except my 30th is this month. Ooh! I'm a Pisces, the weakest link. Is Pisces the weakest link? Is that what that means? I am not familiar too much with tarot. I'm only familiar with, like, the names being of, like, the constellations and stuff, and that I'm Cancer and Kimmy a Scorpio. That's about as far as, my knowledge goes. Oh, so your 30th is gonna be this month.
Ooh, well, happy early birthday! That'll be fun. I hope you have a fun birthday.
Gemini here. All these little zodiac signs. You know why I've gotten a little more into zodiac signs and stuff and learning that? It's not for, like, my own knowledge of, like, how other people work or, like, understanding my spirituality and stuff. It's because of Animal Crossing and trying to figure out when to get the different furniture items. Because in, New Horizons, like, each, like, of the zodiac seasons and stuff, the owl Celeste will occasionally visit your island, and each time it's a new zodiac sign, she'll give you a recipe for one of the rare zodiac furniture items. And I always want those. So I'm always trying to learn the zodiac stuff just so I can know and get those. Especially when I reset my island and keeps resetting my island and stuff. And then I have to do the hunt all over again. Ah, fun times, fun times. Just means I'm very curious. Ah, okay. For the animal of the crossing. Indeed. For animals we cross. You know, there's one, there's something I remembered from an anime expo we saw once that was, like, a really, like, one of, like, my favorite moments, at Anime Expo years ago that didn't even involve me, like, directly, but I was in the audience to witness it. It was during, like, each year at the Anime Expo, they have, this big cosplay competition called the, Cosplay Masquerade, or it's just called Masquerade. And they have, like, prizes and, like, both money and, sewing material, prizes for the winners and stuff, based on different categories and such. And, there was one entry that was, secretly a wedding proposal, and it was freaking amazing! And you can actually find the video online. There was a few, guys, a few people, cosplaying as, like, different, like, as, like, either, like, one was like a Pokemon trainer, and then another, and then two of them, a guy and a girl, were cosplaying as Pokemon. Like, the guy was cosplaying as, like, a human-looking Luxray, and then, the girl was, like, as a Houndour. And then there was another guy who was, like, like a drunk, like a, coach, or, like, ref, announcer guy. And so they did the battle, and then what she didn't know was that the Luxray guy was actually going to propose to her in the quote-unquote battle they were doing. It started with her, like, kicking his butt, but then the trainer goes and gives him an item to use against her. It's like, you could win and beat her with it. This. It's like, you sure? It's like, yeah. It's actually him giving him the like, his proposal ring and stuff in the box. And so then when he goes and, they rush at each other, and I guess he was in the rehearsal, he was supposed to do something else, but then suddenly he drops to one knee and pulls out the ring, and she's just suddenly shocked and completely loses character. And then the, announcer guy goes like, "It's the Destiny Knot!" And he then, like, genuinely proposes to her on the stage. It's the cutest thing. Yeah, that's when, yeah, and the Try guys from, like, BuzzFeed, they were, acting as, like, little judges there, getting to learn cosplay, so they were there and witnessed that too. So if you watch that video online, of like the little Pokemon proposal at Anime Expo's Masquerade. We're part of that crowd that's hooting and hollering, Kimmy and I. It is so sweet. And then later we saw, I think we saw them next year. I recognized them. They were cosplaying as different Pokemon, but we saw them next year and we recognized them and we're like, oh my god, they're still together doing stuff. It's so sweet. It was really smooth. It is so cool. And I loved like the tying in like the Destiny Knot, an actual Pokemon item for like if you have the Destiny Knot, that it like pulls the other down with you and stuff. It is so sweet. And she was like, because she was like acting us like this tough badass and stuff. And, like telling him like, oh, don't let the door hit you with the good Lord Arceus split ya. And so, then seeing her then suddenly just turned like so meek and emotional from the proposal stuff. It was so sweet. It was the cutest thing. And that has been my favorite moment from any Anime Expo. And between like all the shopping, all the voice acting auditions, I got open auditions I was able to do. They don't do open auditions anymore, so go to Anime Central if you want those. And all the other fun events I done, that's still one of my favorites, is this seeing a freaking marriage proposal among cosplayers and stuff is so sweet. Ah. Yeah, that was my first Anime Expo, so yeah, fun fact, if you look on my actual Flatty Voices channel, my very first video is actually showing my face. Little, I think it was 16 or 18. I'm not sure. I don't remember. One of those numbers. And that was my first ever audition. And, of course, I didn't get the part. But I was still very proud of myself, and I got a lot of praise. And some of the people who work at Bang Zoom have recognized me since then. So maybe I'll be able to work with them someday. Haven't been able to go to any open auditions since then, because I've not been able to go to any. Never been to Anime Expo, but would like to give it a shot one day. Anime Expo is really fun, and it's a really big deal, even among, like, you'll see a lot of, like, people from Japan going there, too, because of, like, how big it is. It is really neat to see, like, all sorts of different stuff. Yeah, they used to have long ago open auditions hosted by, Bang Zoom. Who do a lot of, they're a little sound studio that do a lot of anime dubs. And they used to have a lot of, open auditions at Anime Expo, but Anime Expo got all, oh, don't do that. Got all pissy about, like, where lines were forming, and then they kind of just banned them from doing that, so they'll still, like, pop up at Anime Expo, but they can't do open auditions there. They only do, like, panels with voice actors and stuff. But they're able to do open auditions now at like other places, and the main one being Anime Central. Was it Ohio or Utah? I can't remember which one it is, but I think it was Ohio. But yeah, the Anime Central is where Bang Zoom does a lot of open auditions now. Each year in May. May is when Anime Central happens. I have never been to an Anime Central convention, but I'm hoping to someday so I can take part in more open auditions, especially now that I've, over the years, improved as a voice actor. Because I would still love to be in some, like, a professional production. I've only done, like, freebie stuff for friends and other projects online. And, like, a couple that were, like, paid afterwards, but just because it was friends thanking me. Just one, but it is still nice. But yeah, just like an actual anime would be so cool to voice in. And of all the different voice acting, anime dubbing is the hardest because you gotta do the lip syncing. Original cartoons, you just gotta do the lines and they'll animate to your mouth movement. But when you're doing a dub over, then you gotta make sure you do it with the lip syncing. Long ago, like, 4Kid and stuff used to, like, just adjust the anime so that they would, like, choose when to make the lip flaps happen. But since then, they time out the lip flaps and, edit scripts together to perfectly fit those lip flaps. Also, gaming, you don't, recording for games, apparently that's the one that intimidates people the most, even though it's the easiest to do. Because most of the time, most games aren't going to have lip flapping, but there are still going to be some like that have like a little anime-esque cutscene that have to be dubbed over. Heck, even like Breath of the Wild with their memory flashbacks have like some of the lip dubbing. But most of the time, for video games, you just have to do a couple different noises, like do an attack noise, huh, ha, ha, or an attack, or being hit, huh, sort of thing. And then just a couple of like the different like spoken lines and stuff. Usually there's just a still picture, so no lip flapping. So even though video gaming tends to be the most intimidating of for like people not familiar with it, it's actually the easiest one to do. Meanwhile, anime dubbing that everyone wants to do is the hardest. It's funny how it works like that. And my goodness, I didn't realize that we're going a little over time, but we're almost at the end at least, so we can get to the end of the dungeon here at least, and then we can be done. For me, improving as a voice actor, I've been in the voice acting treehouse. I've been provided quite a bit, to be quite honest. Yay! Yeah, and that's always what it's about. There's never going to be a peak perfection. You always got to be improving and growing as an actor, and pretty much in everything in life as well. It's always important to be able to learn and improve. Because as soon as you decide to stop learning is when you fall. Because there's always going to be new stuff, there's always going to be something new to learn. And there's always going to be new people to learn from. So, never stop learning. Always keep improving. You can only go up. It's not if you do the voice, it's if you can act, is what I've been told. Exactly. Because you could perfectly mimic a character's line in their voice and stuff, but if you can't act as the character, if you can't put emotions into new lines, it's not going to matter. And a lot of the times, even among the My Little Pony fans and stuff, doing like the audio dramas and stuff, or fanfic readings, it's more important to be able to get the emotions of the story across than it is to sound exactly like the characters. So that's why even like a story that has only one narrator, that like a male narrator voicing female characters, that sounds more emotional, passionate, is going to be better than one where you have like different female actresses who are just half-assing it and don't give two shits about the emotions. People are going to be sold by the emotions. If you have the emotion, it doesn't matter how much you sound like it, they're going to be listening to the character. That's always the important thing. The character is not how they sound, it's how they make you feel. Because that's the big difference and strength difference and everything you need between voice acting versus other acting. Because I said all this before, the three types of acting is theater acting, where you're on a stage and you act with your body. Because people aren't going to see your face, they might struggle to hear your voice. Oh boy. Our little guys are low on health. So yeah, theater, you act with your body so that people, even from far away in the back, can see what you're doing. They can see if you're angry, if you're talking to someone, if like you're in swoon and love. All sorts of things like that. So you act with your body on the stage. In movies, you act with your face. You gotta have, like, the dark, brooding look. You gotta have all the emotions in the eyes, in the mouth, in the scowl you make, things like that. Because the camera's gonna be zoomed in your face.
Oh my.
And then voice acting, you're of course acting with your voice. And so you need to put all of your emotions not in your face, not in your body, but in your voice. Which sometimes does require, it doesn't mean sit still and do the emotions. Sometimes it means being more animated than you normally would saying those lines. If it helps, like, add more, because just going, like, if I'm sitting still right now and I go, like, ha! And that's like an attack. But if I, like, do an actual punch, like doing a punch to the air to the side, I go, ha! You're gonna have a little more of that force. Because your body does affect how your voice sounds and, like, how intensely and believable your body and voice combined are. So voice actors are often quite animated behind the microphone. Because you gotta get that emotion through. That is priority number one. Number uno. My goodness, there are a lot of apples. It's called physicalizing. Exactly. And it does prove to be very helpful. It does indeed. Such as, if you want to voice a happy character, someone who is, like, just overjoyed and happy, don't have them with a low monotone, like a mouth expression. Like, you could try to sound as happy as you want, but if you're not smiling, people can hear it.
Versus if you're smiling, people are gonna hear you smile. Even if you say something evil, like, I'm gonna kill you.
Scary things like that, they're gonna hear the smile. We humans are sensitive to these sort of things. So yes. So even though voice acting is all about putting all the emotions into the voice, it's important to use all of you in order to get all of that emotion and acting through. But also important, do not hit the microphone, especially if it's not yours. Because, especially in a studio, microphones can be more expensive than cars. And people are very protective of their expensive microphones. To the point that if you're in a studio, you are not allowed to touch the microphone. If it needs adjusting, someone will come adjust it for you. That is the one rule I was, like, taught right away. Like, thankfully I didn't have to learn the hard way. I was just told and emphasized right away. But yeah, do not touch another person's microphone. You can touch your own if you buy it, but do not touch another person's microphone. At least without permission. I was getting kind of down on my acting at one point in the VA Treehouse. Is VA Treehouse a website? I'm not sure. But then I did a really good voiceover, and then that reset me, and now I'm just rocking with it.
Awesome. That's how it should be.
Yeah, it's a type of art form, and very commonly, artists tend to criticize their own work. And heck, people tend to think that I'm a good voice actor, and yet I still doubt myself and keep thinking, oh, does this sound like crap? And keep worrying. That's why I've been procrastinating on, like, recording my Sakura lines and stuff, because even though I won the audition and, like, got the part for Sakura, I still think, like, oh, does my Sakura even sound good? Is it actually bad? Am I not gonna do good enough? Even though the thing with, once you've gotten the role in voice acting, you don't need to worry and stress about losing the job. You got the part. As long as you don't do something super scandalous to, like, where people have to, like, back away from you, like if you're, like, a criminal or something, then they're not gonna care. Then a director might try to get you to, like, adjust your voice to sound just right for the scene, but otherwise, they've already decided they trusted you with the scene and know that you're capable of bringing the character to life like they want. So that's another important thing if working with a director. Never feel like a director is criticizing you. They are trying to help you as an outside source, because a lot of time we struggle with hearing our own voices and stuff. And also, it may sound very different on the microphone and such, depending on how it's recorded. So the director is trying to help you get to where they were wanting you to go. So never think the director is, like, you have to do it perfectly with, like, no critiquing and stuff. You're gonna be adjusted, and especially, like, I've definitely drilled this in, like, the voice acting classes I've been to. As, like, those ones are even harsher, where they're actually, like, forcing you to have to take criticism and work on your weakest spots. Those can be intense, because they really do, try to, like, because they're fellow voice actors, so they know what weak spots to look for, and they want to help you improve those weak spots, so they will get on you on those weak spots, and that sticks with you, and it can hurt at first, but it is good and necessary to improve. And they are actually really good teachers, all these actors that I've known over the years. Even my theater art teachers and everything, they're all just trying to help you improve. And it's just a matter of letting them. Let's see, what other gums? Petcha. Well, I think I'm set on, on evolution stones for possibly the rest of this, possibly the rest of this here recruitable. We got Weepinbell, baby! Huzzah! Huzzah! Let me write that down. Weepinbell. Huzzah! And he shall join us. Effective immediately. So yeah, thank you all for joining me on my voice acting TED Talk. I'll be here all week. And we got Sneasel. Yes.
Sneasel.
I feel like I'm gonna sneasel. And don't need the rest of these guys, but yay. La, la. Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna save real quick, go to menu, and we'll go over our chart before we're done here. Because I do normally stream for another 2 hours, but I have been on low battery, so this is all I can manage today. Plus my nose sucks. And it's come up. Good, good. Good, good, good. Okay, so we got Weepinbell, that's up here. And then we got Sneasel down to here. So that is a lot of guys. So all we have left are these. And it seems like, so far, we're escaping the trend of having only one guy at a time. Man, last week we got so many guys from Joy's Tower and everything. That was awesome. Of course you get 5 ads at the end. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cyanide. Oh, no. Alright, so, just a reminder for my streaming schedules. Oh, sorry, poked the microphone. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays from 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Standard Time to normally 8. I might be up to streaming till to 8 on Friday while I'm playing Hollow Knight, depending on how much sleep I've gotten from all this art commission nonsense. Like, I really do neglect myself when it comes to these art commission stuffs. So yeah, Friday is Hollow Knight still. Next Tuesday will be more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Recruitable Challenge. And we are almost there, baby. Yeah. So, thank you all for joining me. I very much appreciate you, both old and new friends. Always so nice. And just so you know, Pukas do not say goodbye. So, I'll see you next time.